The UK government does not give a single about women and girls, or they'd stop the boats. They don't give a single about women and girls, or they'd stop the grooming gangs. Why are they dragging up allegations on me from 15 years ago by promising women money if they lie? And after an extensive investigation, contacting over 1,000 women, they found 3 girls who were prepared to lie. What about the 997 who said I'm a nice guy? This is a setup. This is a stitch up. And do not buy their garbage for a second that they give a single about the young women inside the UK, because they don't care. Our streets run with blood. Women are unsafe. People get stabbed to death. Crime is out of control. Does the media talk about murderers every day? No. Does the media talk about drug dealers every day? No. Does the media talk about the crime committed by the migrants we let in every day? No. The media talks about me every day. Why? Because I highlight the problem. Not because I am a problem, but because I tell you there's a problem.
What is up, guys? So your favorite bald-headed misogynist who was entertaining so many people by pretending to be this hard-body dude and saying things like, if you have a heart attack, you're a bitch, you should just get up and keep walking, and then telling the entire world how much wealth he accumulated from owning Romanian casinos and all that stuff, which turned out to be absolute lies. The only truth that ever came out of this bald-headed geezer's mouth was that he abused women. He used women to make those chat hub type videos online of them doing stuff with themselves. He did it through deception, or he did it through force. And that's how this dude was making money early on, before he ever became an internet celebrity. Alright? And now the UK, this guy who's talking about grooming gangs in the previous clip I showed you, the UK has charged him with grooming women. The UK has charged him with the R word, right? With rape. They charged him with human trafficking. And they charged him with actual bodily harm, right? And the UK is no joke, man. The UK is no joke. This story he's saying about they talked to 1,000 women, shut the fuck up, you bald-headed clown, man. You can tell this guy got facial surgery. How are you such a hard-body man if you go get your face reconstructed to make yourself look prettier? I mean, you can tell from previous, if you look at pictures early on to him now, this guy got plastic surgery, and yet he goes around telling people, oh, you gotta be a hard body man and all this bullshit. He deceived so many people who are so stupid, and he's still trying to play that card by trying to do the Donald Trump and saying that, oh, you know, trying to ignite far-right individuals to his support in the UK. Now, let me tell you, it's not going to work. The UK is a different type of society, and no offense to Americans, but British people are much higher educated. Certainly, there's a right-wing element. Certainly, there's a bunch of dull people out there, just like you have in America. But the UK in general are much more highly educated, and playing that, you know, immigrant card, all that, it's not going to work against a lot of people out there, alright? Now he is the groomer. Imagine talking about grooming gangs and then being a groomer yourself. You did it better than all of them. You made money out of it and made yourself some famous prick. Now let me tell you this guy's story, right? He's originally from the US, but when his parents got divorced, he moved to Luton. And if you're from England, you know something about Luton. It's a fucking shithole. He moved to Luton, and then he grew up in Luton in the United Kingdom. Let me tell you guys about Luton. Luton is exactly where you would find the grooming gangs, bruh. You will find so many of these wannabe rich guys in Luton. He's such a character that you would find all over the place in the UK. They want to be rich. They didn't go to college. They can't compete at that level in the corporate system. So you know what they do? They get involved in all sorts of crime. So they can drive around in fancy cars and pretend to be rich and have cigars in their mouth and wear nice suits because they want to live that rich boy London lifestyle. But the thing about London, it's very hard to get ahead. It's not a pure, like, it doesn't have the same type of capitalism that it has in the US, where you have a person who goes and gets a basic degree and is able to make 100 grand a year or something, right? In the US, in the UK, the most you're gonna make. I have friends who graduated from top schools, right, years ago, and they're probably just now in an area where they may reach up into the £50,000 a year, £60,000 a year, and not even that. Many people, 100 grand in the US is similar to £40,000 in the UK, right? And it's expensive. You know what's expensive in the UK? Housing, because it's such a small country, especially in London. Housing is enormously expensive. Like, if you want to buy a house the same size as like an American house, you're looking at, like a decent size, like a 3,000 square foot American house. If you're trying to buy that in London, you're looking at like 1 point something million plus, and that's on the outskirts of London. That's not even in the city. That's like one of those outskirt suburban towns in London. So London is very hard to make it, right? These guys never went to college. They didn't figure out a hustle. And then he's on the internet the whole time telling people how he earned his wealth by having women do these things online, right? Do these self stuff. And then he says he's in Romania because the laws regarding rape and stuff like that are a lot more lax. So he's self-snitching on the internet for years, for years, for years, for years. This guy is self-snitching on the internet, and now he goes out there and he's trying to take back everything he said, as if he didn't say these things himself, as if he didn't tell people himself with millions of views how he earned money before he became famous for saying nonsense on the internet. And now the British government is coming at him, the Crown prosecution is coming at him, and he's facing the music. It's one thing to deal with the Romanian criminal system, and I don't mean to undermine the Romanian justice system, but I imagine it's a lot more prone to corruption and whatnot than the UK, right? And so now he has a warrant for extradition from the UK, but Romania has said that they have to deal with their issues first, and then they're willing to send him to Romania. So this guy trying to play the Trump card, the same guy who's talking shit about anyone playing a victim, is now on the internet playing a victim. That, oh, I expose truth, and that's why. No, it's because you were on the internet for years self-snitching about grooming women and making them do things for money. You even stated that you went to Romania because the rape laws are a lot more lax, and now you're now you're online playing the victim. These are the type of characters that deceive people, that lie to people, and do it all to try to make a buck. And it's fine. It's fine. Every politician lies. But when you do it, but committing these crimes against women is not okay. And then you've been self-snitching on the internet for years, and now you're playing the victim. You're a clown, bruh. Go back to Luton. It's a shithole. You know it was a shithole. You did whatever you had to do to get out. But that was the wrong thing to do. You should have just went to college and got a job like so many other people in the UK. Peace.